Hey, beautiful people. Welcome to our podcast.
Yep, karibuni sana.
Where we talk about love, life, challenges, everything about living with disability.
Yeah, and caring for partners or anyone else with disability. Yeah.
So wherever you are, grab that tea, wine.
County black label yenye inakubamba. Lakini sasa shida ni kwa bili yako.
Kwa
bili yako.
Whatever that makes you cozy. And let us unpack everything together. So karibuni sana to our podcast.
Yep.
Let's take the ride.
Yep.
So today, baby, we're going to talk about caregiving. And more so, like for us, is caregiving stroke partner.
Yeah. Or spouse.
Yeah. Exactly. Like how it has been, you know, for the last 7 years.
7 years, yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, so we are going to talk about that today. So we're just here basically just to encourage people and help them to navigate through just the way we navigated through, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so caregiving is a calling. That's what I can say.
For sure.
It's a calling. It's a calling. And it needs a lot of patience, understanding, communication, how you communicate, how I communicate to you, and how you communicate back. It really has to be very intentional. And it also contains your mental, physical, emotional health also. And just to see how we navigate through that, the both of us, because your health matters, my health also matters. For me to take good care of you,
You
for my
must be at 100.
yes, for my productivity to be good, I have to be mentally, emotionally, and physically okay. You get? So that I can produce that to you. So caregiving is really, it's really a nice thing to do if you're also willing to learn on how to do it.
And remember, the learning is for both of us.
True.
So it's as a person with disability, it's also important to just try to make it easier for you, as you also, try to assist where you can to enable me go through my daily life in the most smoothest way possible. Yeah. So let's have that discussion. So I think to start with, acha nikuulize, what went through your mind when it dawned on you that now we are ready to settle down from a caregiving perspective?
From a caregiving perspective, what went through my mind? Like at first, honestly, I didn't think so much about it because you're in love with this person, So when now we came together, when we settled in,
and then now you remember, before that, most of the time there were other people who did it. Yeah, so it
I didn't see the weight.
Yeah. So although you did it, but it wasn't like on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like 24/7.
No.
Yeah. So there's that transition from that time to a time where now we are living as a couple.
Yeah.
So most of the time I'm looking to you to offer that support that I really need to get through my daily life, go about my business. Yeah. So so you are saying the first time you didn't see the weight?
No, at first I didn't see the weight, especially now that again I had people around us to help us navigate. Now it got to that point now where we didn't have anyone to help us, and it was all on me. Where, guys, hapo ndo nakaga chini unajiuliza, did I make the right decision? But deep inside me, it didn't come
Sorry.
a hard part, but my fear was, will I be able to do this, you know? So we started it off, and it was quite challenging at some point.
What do you think was most challenging for you? Was it the emotional part? Was it the physicality, the energy that you need, the effort? Was it the psychologically?
For me, mostly it was the physical, like having to carry you from one place, like to help you maybe move from the bed to the wheelchair, because we didn't have the, what are they called, those machines, you
Equipment.
know, the equipment to move you.
Yeah.
But what helped me is how you are willing also to learn on your own. Like for me, just to give support, and for you to learn on how to navigate, to be independent.
Like I think together we found ways of doing it easier. With time.
Yeah. For me, it was more physical.
Yeah. So I think with time we were like, let's try this.
Yes.
Until you find something that works better for both of us.
Yes.
For you, it makes it easier. You don't have to use so much energy. And
exactly.
also for me, it makes me gain self-confidence.
Yeah.
And have some level of autonomy.
Yes.
In terms of doing things my own way.
Yes.
Or supporting myself to do a few things here and there.
So where it got to emotional and mental is when when the kids came in.
Yeah.
You know, you have a house help. In 2 days you're left, and thankfully at that time I had not gotten a job yet.
Yeah.
So I was a full-time stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
Which made it a bit easier on me when I wanted to rest and all that. So there is where, you know, like, I have to help you. The kids are here also waiting on me to do this house chores, you know, all that.
It's like a delicate balance.
It was a very delicate balance.
And at the same time, I'm sure physically, it was also taking a toll on you.
A toll on me.
Yeah. Everything now is for you to find a way to balance.
Yeah.
Take care of the house chores, the kids, myself, yourself as well.
As well, also, it was, I can't lie, it was really hard.
Yeah.
But thankfully, at least I had my brothers who came in. I had to reach out to them.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's not like people didn't want to help, but maybe they didn't know how.
Yes. Or unless you ask for help.
Or unless I had to ask. Yeah. Because maybe they can feel like tunaona hawawezi, you know, we really can't tell.
Yeah, and it's not actually just for people who are close to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'd go to places and you new places to us, and you find maybe you need help to transfer me from. Of course, you can do it, but I usually tell you where you can get someone to assist you. Don't hesitate to ask. You know?
But I used to fear, you know, sometimes I would feel like, maybe namsumbua, maybe I feel, but you used to push me, you're like, no, babe, it's not bad to ask for help. Ask, let them refuse. But you ask first. You know, don't just assume they're not willing to help. So yeah, that's what we used to do together, and I'm grateful that I was not the only one who used to find solution.
Yeah, we used to find solutions.
We used to find, yes, and we used to communicate.
It's something that is continuous.
Yes, up to
now. No matter how long you are together, you keep learning day by day. Let's try this. But this is a better solution. You know.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, and remember also, as you talk about caregiving, sometimes depending on the situation, the disability might get worse as you go.
Yeah.
You know, so that's also something you have to consider as you think about caregiving. Yeah.
And maybe I can just take people through like how to take care of yourself as a caregiver, so that you can have the energy to take care of maybe your partner or whoever you're taking care, you know. Like therapies are very good to keep your mental to keep you sane all the time.
Yeah.
Therapies, like that's what we did, the both of us, you remember, and we still do that. Because sometimes you feel so overwhelmed, you can't think, you don't know what to do, you feel frustrated. But with therapies, when you have a therapist, at least they help you to navigate through. Then again, just you being positive about life, your condition, you are willing to also help me as a caregiver to make it easier for me to take care of you.
Actually, that brings us to the second part of our discussion, where what is it that I did maybe as your partner to just make it easier for you as we go through this journey.
One, flexibility.
Assist me with the topic.
Caregiving. Okay. Flexibility, like how you are flexible to also learn on how you can be independent on some things to make it easier on my side. Yeah, that really helped a lot.
And also looking for alternatives to things. Sometimes we are both human. You can wake up, you're feeling unwell. You're not feeling strong enough. Or
you just don't feel like that day. You're like,
military mekata. So
military
mekata. So having alternatives as to how you go about doing certain tasks or helping me in certain things is also very important. Of course, it differs depending on what we need to do. So if you can't be able to transfer me fully to the car, how can I help you in the transfer? How can I, maybe hold myself somewhere? Can I be able to transfer myself to the car? I remember initially, you were very hesitant into allowing me do some things on my own. I think on your side, you felt like it would be unfair to me, or like you're giving me too much to do. So I'm like, babe, let me just try and get myself to the car. Like, apana,
I'll just do it.
I'll just do it now. Kianguka, But with time, I think
I started seeing sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think also for me it's important because sometimes you as my caregiver hautakuwa, but there'll be someone else who is doing it for me. And that other person might not have the skill that you have because it takes time to learn. But if I can help myself do a part of it, kuja tu kusaidia, then it also makes it easier for me.
True.
I don't feel like I'm burdening someone who is not used to it too much. So I feel that was something I needed to mention.
Yeah, very important.
Yeah, so...
And also the good times, like the allowing, like personally me, to have just some time alone, maybe do a hobby, go for swimming, meet my friends, do that which just re-energizes me.
Exactly.
You can sing, you can dance, just to make the frustrations go away.
Especially, I remember, I think for you, the most frustrating time was when you are having me to take care of, plus the entire family, the kids, all of us. I think
it took a toll on me.
But, like you said as we were starting, communication is extremely key. When you feel burdened as a caregiver, it's important you talk to the person you're taking care of. Umweleze, umfanya elewe, si kumwelezea I mean, si kwa ubaya.
It's not like you're having an argument,
it's not an argument.
You're throwing words at him or her.
It's just for them to understand that today you feel A, B, C, D.
You can take, I want to take a break.
And you just sometimes just finding, if you can talk to that caregiver and just express yourself, it lightens the burden, it lightens your heart.
True.
And you're able to keep going.
And thankfully, at least on the part of the kids, when it took a toll on me, and we reached out to mom, your mom, my brothers, they were so willing to come through and to help, especially mom with the kids. Oh my God, she used to like. I think it triggered a point where she almost just told us, you know what, niacheni tu hawa watoto nidilini na nyi wenyewe. You know, like she's been of so much help. Not to forget also my aunt, Mami Martha. She also came through with the kids in a very, very big way. My mom is far. I'm just talking about people who are around us where we are living.
Yeah, basically the support system is extremely key.
Yes. My cousins would call and just being concerned to ask, are you okay? Do you need any help? You know?
Yeah, I remember at times, you know, my dad would come in, help you around, you know, just to just make it easier for you.
To groom you. Yeah, it was. We really had some very, and we still do have very supportive people.
Yeah, so it's always a team effort.
And not to forget my brothers, Brian and Sam. Oh my God, Nyakundi, wherever you are, our house help. It's a teamwork. Even the kids, you remember Hussein? He would see me maybe putting on the wheelchair and he would come like, Daddy, can I put your leg on the leg rest and all that, you know? Like it was so kind, very kind. Like, so we are very grateful.
So to the caregivers out there, no caregiver can do it by their own. No. There must be some support coming from somewhere.
Yes.
Even if it's from the PWD themselves, you know. There must be hakuna ule mtu eti superhuman atasikia amechoka atasikia, you know. Yeah, so it's important to always find people who can support you. People who are positive about offering that support.
Exactly.
Look out for tools that you can use to be able to assist one another. Although I know
for transferring.
I know this part of the world they're a bit expensive and a bit hard to come by. But if you can, it's also very good. And also for me, I feel the aspects that I'm still trying to do, like watch on my weight so that whoever is taking care of me, asiumie sana. Okay, but now this is the challenge I get. Me, I'm not a big feeder, but as in my body is just, I think I just have like heavy muscles or there's just something. I'm not a heavy feeder, but the weight is just not going away. But I'm really trying.
Yeah, you're like for you the exercise like the one you do that is it flexes or like makes the whole of your body at least stretch is swimming. Yeah. So if you can find hobbies to do also just to take care of your body, not to be overweight.
And you know, like for us, depending on the disability, like for me, the physical disability, it's the only way I get to exercise is like go out of my way, like swimming and stuff like that, because I can't walk. I can't use my lower limbs so much. So
you can't do gym because of your back also.
Yeah. But I used to do before my scoliosis got worse. I used to do a lot of weightlifting and that's gym work.
You used to be
but whatever happened. So,
but the swimming is coming. It's doing you good also.
So as we finalize, as we conclude, maybe babe, how important do you think it is for a caregiver to ask for help when they feel they need help?
It's very important. It's very important. It's very important because if you don't ask for help, what happens? The pressure becomes too much and you'll have is it called an outburst or something? A burnout. You'll have a burnout and it can be a very, very bad burnout.
And I think even as we talk about asking for help, it's important for those who are offering care to understand that not everybody takes the help positively, but I think for us tumezoea. Tunasemanga hata kikasirika ni sawa, bora tumesaidika. What we need to do we've done. Where we needed help is maneuvered.
You don't go down to being desperate and all that. Sometimes it's just to tell this person, hey man, I mean, like nisaidie tu, unajua, like I just need your help. hata akifanya kama amekasirika, it is okay, but at least you've gotten some rest, you know, just to re-energize.
And I remember one instance, we were looking for a cab. You remember? A while back.
I can never forget.
So
I can never forget.
So basically the cab guy was very
mad.
hesitant and mad, you know, like so but it was.
And I think you had mentioned, because every time we ask for an Uber or a Bolt, we always make sure we mention we are using a wheelchair, so you know, like Joe ukikuja ni mtu wa wheelchair una.
So that time I didn't have another caregiver, ilikuwa tu mimi na wewe, of course, na the cab guy. So alikuwa very hesitant. Alituendesha tu kama amejam. But unajua ilikuwa
arguing all the way.
So ilikuwa usiku na
we didn't have any other.
Hakukuwa na hiyo time ya kutafuta cab nyingine. Uko sure kama utapata. So tukasema hata kama bora tumefika mahali tunaenda. Iko tu sawa.
Iko tu sawa, guys. That's how you're meant to get fine. You know, but eventually we got to our destination safe and sound.
So sometimes just, you know, be brave. Both for the caregiver and the person living with disability. Just be brave. Sometimes you find that negative reception, but
let it not
wear you down.
Esteem down.
For me, I think what drives me sometimes is just to get things done. Sometimes there might be hurdles along the way, but if I achieve what I set out to do, I think for me the hurdles are not the bigger problem. The bigger problem is how do I get to achieve what I want.
Oh, what you want.
So I think
that's it.
For now we can end there. But
and if there are any questions, you can shoot them.
Feel free to comment.
And let us know where we can expound.
And also remember to share this content with your friends, relatives. You never know whose life you can touch.
True.
Especially these caregiving parties. A lot of people are not very open to talk about it. Because you know it's something that is personal to someone. But
for us, we are here to talk about it. We are not embarrassed. We are not. We're taking everything messy, you know, challenging, all those facts, so that you understand. Even if you're dating someone, or you're dating someone who has disability, you know exactly what you're going to meet. You know
what you're getting into, and most importantly, how you'll maneuver when you get there.
Yes,
you know?
So it's important.
And remember, like we have been saying in all our podcasts, is that disability is very, very unique and very different. So the kind of caregiving I need is not the kind of caregiving somebody else will need. Maybe somebody who has a visual impairment or
needs a different caregiving.
So like we said, the communication is very important. Where do I need help? Okay. That is something I have to tell you. And what kind of help we can offer. It only comes from me. Otherwise, you might think you're offering help, na kumbe hata unaweza umiza mtu na wewe hujui.
So it's good to communicate.
So thank you so much, guys. It's been a blast. We've had a good time, and our hope and our prayer is that you've learned a thing or two. And that this podcast makes life better for someone out there. So thank you so much. Till next time. Toodles.
Don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Cheers.
Bye-bye.